What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your man Scythe here, playing some Destiny, which I pretty much have been doing for the last 72 hours straight. And as you guys know, I was streaming the game the day before the release. I got it early and I did like a 7-hour stream for you guys. And I've been getting a lot of messages and a lot of texts and a lot of Facebook and a lot of Twitter and a lot of Instagram of either personal friends of mine or a bunch of fans asking how they can level up quicker in Destiny so they can play better in the multiplayer game mode, which is the Crucible. Now, I wanted to make sure that I had played for a while before I tried to give my opinion, because I'm pretty good at the multiplayer. I'm not the best. I'd put myself around average, only because I'm trying to worry about getting my level up so that I can have more effective weaponry and better defensive armor, and try to figure everything out before I just stick my neck out there like all day. But I think I've come up with a great way to get your armor up and things like that, and get your level up quicker than in the multiplayer. And the reason is because a lot of people in multiplayer have like a decent level, but their armor and their guns are awful, and they're not doing very well, and they want to know why these people with like lower levels are doing so much better. Well, I think I have the answer, and the answer is that this game has co-op, multiplayer, and campaign, and all three of them are the same for your character. All three of them help you level up for each different game mode. So doing well in the multiplayer helps you level up for the campaign. Doing well in the campaign levels up to help you better in multiplayer, and so forth. Now, what I've realized is that the missions, the more missions you do, the faster you rank up and the better weapons you get for the multiplayer. That's why there's people who are like a rank 6 walking around kicking people's asses who are like a rank 11, because they have higher weaponry and better armor. Now, in the campaign, when you play different missions, you're almost guaranteed another level up after you finish a mission. By the time you're done killing everything and getting through the mission and things like that, you're almost guaranteed another level. And another good thing is that almost every level exposes you to a different weapon that you're not going to get earned in multiplayer. And what happens is when you spend too much time playing multiplayer, you don't get enough Glimmer, so you can purchase more options when you go back to your home planet, which is Earth, and try to buy better weaponry and better armor and things like that, and they're just not available to you, or you can't afford them. Well, when I was playing the missions, you get free guns, you get like exposed to these different new armors if you do different objectives during the game, and you end up getting like my gun right now is like a 99 plus whatever, because it's been upgraded a couple times, and the gun I had before was only like a 56, and it sucked, and I couldn't kill anyone in the multiplayer, which is what struggled for me when I started playing. I would play a couple games of multiplayer and I would just get out of it real quick because I just kept dying. There's no I wasn't able to kill anybody, and now I do pretty decently. I'm dropping at least 20 kills a game now, which is either the leader of the game or within the top 3, and my teams are always winning, and it's pretty fun now that it's a little bit more of a even playing field. And the best way to do that is to play the play the campaign. Play the campaign as much as you can. If you have PS Plus, which you should if you're playing multiplayer anyway, you'll notice during the campaign there's other players in the maps that you're playing, and everything is interactive and everything is social in Destiny. I mean, you're pretty much playing the game alongside other people. You'll be on a map doing a mission, and there'll be 2 other people doing a different mission on that same map at the same time. That's how social this game is, which also means how you produce in the campaign is how you're going to produce in the multiplayer. And I'm telling you, every mission that you play, you're almost guaranteed a new level, and almost every other mission you're guaranteed this new swag. You're going to get a new shield or a new helmet or whatever, or you get stuff to go decrypt. That's another big thing. Getting things decrypt on your home planet is huge. When you're playing the campaign, you'll get all these interesting cool things that you can decrypt that gives you these free weapons and free armors and free upgrades. And that decrypt guy that decrypts all your shit is pretty amazing, and I feel bad calling him a decrypt guy, but he's pretty amazing. Like like almost every other mission, I've had something to go decrypt it, and it was either sometimes it's a gun that I don't need or whatever, but you're able to dismantle it and get some glimmer for it, so you can purchase something else. But what else is pretty cool about the guy who decrypt things is that he actually has things already in his shop that you can decrypt if you can afford it. And the best way to have the most currency, which is glimmer in the game, is to play the missions, get extra glimmer, and get guns that you don't need and dismantle them and get extra glimmer for that. But you get glimmer for all these missions, so you can basically just afford whatever you want before you go into the Crucible and play all the different game modes, such as Rumble or Scrimmage or whatever the case is that you want to play. And it helps a lot. I was able to get most of my armor that way. Another huge thing that you guys are going to want to make sure you do is check very carefully the armor that you're using. Okay? Like, for example, when I'm looking at this screen, my armor is a 328. It could easily be a 400, but the armor that I'm using actually pertains to the gun I'm using and pertains to the style of gameplay I have. You want to be real careful about that. A lot of people are just upgrading their armor, not looking at what they're doing for it or what the armor does for them. I had a really high armor that had me up to like a armor of like 400 defense, but the problem was the armor was only good for like handguns. It helped like faster reloading, and my gauntlets helped with better damage on handguns, and I didn't do very well with handguns, or hand cannons as they call it, so I didn't use them. So I used the armor that helped with my automatic rifle, and helps the performance out a lot. It makes your gameplay a lot better, and it makes your experience a lot better. So I really strongly suggest making sure you look at the details in your armor before you use that. Now, if you do all these things, if you do a lot of them campaign, if you do a lot of the decrypting and things like that, you're going to level up really quickly. And a good way to help level up even quicker on top of that is to go to your home planet and get as many missions for a campaign as you can possibly get. Or multiplayer if you're playing multiplayer that day or 2 days or whatever. It has, if you go to the missions, or the bounties, I'm sorry, if you go to the bounties, they have two different modes for bounties. They have multiplayer bounties in the Crucible, and they have, mission bounties. What you want to do is, if you're going to play campaign like the entire day, make sure you've loaded up on as many campaign missions as you can and campaign bounties as you can, so that you're earning extra glimmer and extra experience while you're playing the game. And usually when that happens, you get extra guns, you get extra armor, things like that. Now, as far as the Crucible is concerned, the best way to play in a Crucible is to have a higher armor and a higher attack on your weapons. That's why, when I first started playing, I wasn't killing anybody, and I was dying so quickly. And it was because people had a better armor, and they were better equipped to do, what they came to do, and I wasn't. And now I'm doing a little bit better now. As you can see, got that nice sweet triple, and I'm securing my spot. Another huge piece of advice in multiplayer, unless you're really high ranked and you're like over like a 7 or an 8 and you've been playing a lot of the campaign, you have a decent gun, stick to Control, the game mode, which is kind of like domination, where you're holding down flags and things like that. Playing Rumble, which is free-for-all, playing Scrimmage, which is 3-on-3, or playing their deathmatch, is going to be very difficult for you, because there are people that will just run up to you and just beat the shit out of you. And Crucible, it gives you a little bit more of an objective for people to game on. So people like this camper up there, there's not a whole lot of that shit, which is really cool, because Destiny doesn't have a lot of camping, because there's not a lot of long lines of sight. You have some hunters that have sniper rifles and things like that, but Titans and Warlocks do very well playing in multiplayer game modes, and the sniping is pretty fun, but it's a little bit more effective to be a Titan or a Warlock when you're playing these tight quarters, when you're running back and forth, and you are able to kill people around corners and things of that nature. So I hope you guys are enjoying Destiny. I still have a copy or two left of Destiny to give away, so if you want, just make sure that you're a subscriber and that you like the videos that I produce. And I'll actually be streaming almost every day on my Twitch channel, which is Scythe123, which I'll leave in the description of the video. video, and basically I'm giving away 3 years worth of PS Plus, which is 3 different 1-year cards, once we hit 1,000 followers on that Twitch channel, because I just started kind of streaming full time, so I just want to make sure I give you guys something to you know, actually look forward to. So if you guys could just drop this video a like, and if you guys want, if you guys have any tips, if you guys have any tricks, if you guys have any opinions, or maybe you think I suck or whatever, but if you have any you know, ideas and things like that, drop them in the comments below and let me know. And of course, if you want, we have our forums at ps4fans.net, where, you know, we basically talk about all kinds of PS4 games, but right now I'm all about Destiny. So hope you guys are enjoying your day. Hope you guys are enjoying Destiny. If you're not, make sure you're a subscriber, maybe for your chance to win, and make sure to follow me on my Twitch channel. All these will be in the description of my video. This is Scythe, signing out. Peace!